Ladies and gentlemen of the Council, my name is James Rowan. I've dedicated a significant portion of my life to the study of child development in all its various stages, and as a result, I am considered among the leading experts on the subject. My team and I have put a great amount of effort and a great amount of passion into the design of a learning facility in which each of those stages can be fully nurtured. Age-appropriate care and activity are a critical piece of healthy physical, cognitive, and social development. It brings me great pleasure to introduce you to the Continuum Learning Center, a facility designed with that idea at its heart. At Continuum, you will find activities and accommodations for children ranging from infancy all the way through adolescence. This is no mere recreation center, though. Continuum is a learning center, and every aspect of it has been designed to that end. Each of the rooms in our layout was conceived with a single-minded goal of developing the children in that group in preparation for the next stage. We began with the belief as the foundation, the belief that all that we do, every way in which we interact with these children, can have a positive impact on their lives. From that foundation, we erected the walls of structure and support, with big open windows into the hearts and minds of the children we will be so honored to know. Though our building physically has a ceiling, metaphorically there is none, because at Continuum, the sky is the only limit. Welcome to Room 1, the infant room. Here, infants from 6 to 12 months will engage in activities which foster motor skills and language development. The first activity chosen for this purpose is the full room-size play floor. The floor is designed so that babies can be free to roll and crawl. On various areas of the floor, there will be assorted activity centers with objects designed to stimulate infants and capture their attention. In infants, each stimulus and interaction fosters synaptic growth. This overproduction of synapses acts as the basis for future learning. Though many of these synapses will later be pruned as cognition is refined, the more stimulated growth that takes place at this stage, the more effective and efficient that synaptic pruning will be. It is our goal to use this synaptic growth period to expedite the development of both language and ambulation. Many babies do not begin speaking their first true words until between 12 and 18 months of age, but language begins to develop much earlier and is linked to a child's walking proficiency. Even in preambulatory children, passive forms of physical activity have been demonstrated to have a positive effect on language development. Other studies have found that the rate of infants' motor development bears a close relationship to the amount of space they are provided to explore. Having more space is also related to an infant's sense of confidence in their own ability. The idea behind the play floor is to challenge infants to develop the motor skills which would help them reach each of the different areas as they become interested in them. The second feature of the room is built from the first, the series of learning centers in the room. These learning centers feature activities which are designed to maximize sensory stimulation in infants. Beyond the common themes of high-contrast color schemes and texture-based textile activities, we have chosen to create these centers at varying heights, ranging from floor level to a maximum of 18 inches. Some of these centers are equipped with foam pull-ups to encourage the infant to raise themselves, and some are equipped with either foam steps or ramps to encourage crawling and standing. The entire array of play centers is intended to inspire the children to explore their environment in a free-form way. These learning centers are designed with research in mind which supports the physical, emotional, and cognitive development of a child, in particular the work of Sakani and colleagues, in which the connection was established between free-form, open-space play and efficacy, self-esteem, and cognitive development. All of our play centers are constructed to be tough and durable, and we strongly encourage parents and family to come by and join us and the babies for fun time on the play floor. At Continuum, we believe that the more interaction an infant gets with parents, particularly in social and play settings, the more socially well-adjusted they will become. The play floor itself will be custom assembled in varying themes around the room. It will be constructed of high-quality, durable yet soft floor matting such as that available through softtiles.com. These colorful tiles will be laid over a 1-inch thick pad of foam for padding. Most of the play centers will be constructed from vinyl-covered foam blocks like the ones from InduShape, which are available through Toys R Us. Which brings us to Room 2, our toddler room. Our toddler room is specifically designed to be a continuation of the infant room. Our goal is to provide a seamless transition for the children from one stage to the next. However, in this room, we seek to challenge the children toward refining their recently acquired skills as well as to develop new ones. The focus of the activities in this room is structure and repetition in order to encourage synaptic pruning and enhance cognitive development, as well as refining motor skills. We rely heavily on memory games in this room, but also incorporate quite a few spatial activities in which children must rely on their motor skills and hand-eye coordination to complete a given task. Perhaps one of our most uncommon approaches is in the introduction of mathematics to toddlers. Because of this period of feverish synaptic pruning, patterns developed and reinforced in toddlerhood can have a profound impact on the efficiency in which those patterns are applied in later stages. The work of Camilla Bjorklund has shown that toddlers can be exceptionally proficient at grasping mathematical concepts if they are presented in a way which appeals to the toddler's natural ability to recognize patterns through repetition. Many approaches to teaching mathematics to young children focus first on the introduction of the numerical words, such as 3. These words, though, mean nothing to a child of this age without a concept to tie them to. Much success has been seen introducing toddlers to the quantitative concept of numbers, rather than the linguistic representations of that concept. By employing repetition, spatial manipulation, and basic mathematical concepts in simple problem-solving exercises, we hope to engage all of the most powerful approaches to cognitive development at this stage. The second focus of the toddler room is physical play. Like our infant room, the toddler room is designed to tumble. We incorporate similar play mats and foam blocks, but in different, larger configurations. We also rely on trained gymnasts as tumble instructors in this room to guide regularly scheduled tumble time. Toddlers need a minimum of a half hour per day of physical activity and preferably an hour or more of free-form physical play in order to foster healthy bone density and develop muscle mass. There is evidence to suggest that, for children in the toddler to preschool age range, physical activity and free play are closely linked not only to biological development but psychosocial development as well. Since we've covered the basics of the play floor and the tumble blocks, we'll focus here on the spatial mathematical toys provided in this room. We are particularly fond of math-centered learning toys from the Lakeshore Company. Though simple, these toys provide a tactile and spatial representation of basic numerical concepts. A good example of this is the Sort-A-Shape activity board. This board may only incorporate the numbers 1 through 4, but it does so in a manner which forces a child to recognize the relationship between similar quantities. It also comes with several of the numerical plates to incorporate repetitive process in the grasping of these concepts. Here we have our early childhood room. One of the principal focuses of the early childhood room is arts education. We offer many art-themed activities including painting, free creation arts and crafts, and organized music lessons. Arts education in general has been shown to support the attention span and focus in children, as well as having positive effects on their overall engagement of learning. Music education, in particular, has been well documented to have a deep impact on a child's development of math skills. It is our belief that an early introduction to the arts can be a catalyst for a lifelong love of learning and creativity. According to research, music can foster development of math skills. Rhythm specifically instills in children basic counting skills, and melody teaches pattern recognition, which translates well to skills required in conversational speech. By teaching group music lessons and engaging in group music activities, we seek to pair the known benefits of music education with the social skills and cooperation needed to coordinate musical expression when more than one person is participating. Each child can play their simple part, and they can also see the larger, more complex result of working as a team to produce something wonderful. With arts education programs in decline nationally, we feel that a community center with a dedicated art and music program is critical to supplementing our children's education in this crucial area. Another important aspect of development in this important stage is physical activity. Much like in our arts program, we believe that patterns started now at an early age can have a lasting impact on behavior over the life of a child. We offer a large area for open space exploration, as well as safely constructed play structures for free play. Young children, much like toddlers, need a minimum of 1 hour and preferably several hours a day of unstructured, free play. Though most associate physical activity only with physical development, evidence points to a link between physical free play and healthy cognitive and psychosocial development. Most children will not get the time they need for unstructured play in a school environment, and play at home comes with limitations and safety concerns such as neighborhood traffic. It is our desire to create an open, safe, free-form environment for children to explore freely. The largest investment for this age group would be in the form of the play structures in our open space play area. These structures provide a safe, purpose-built area for young children to climb, play, and explore their range of physical motion. In Room 4, we continue our exploration of the natural world in the older children's group. Unlike the simple, relatively confined outdoor play of the younger children's group, here we focus on wide-range exploration on our large nature trails. These trails are safe and well-maintained and have been arranged in a manner which exposes the children to various aspects of ecology and natural interaction. Our organized activities, however, are the focus of our outdoor play in this age range. We offer many conventional sports activities with youth-centered coaching as well as fun and exciting activities, such as scavenger hunts along the nature trails. Many studies have been conducted which link children's freedom to explore nature with their development in many areas. One such study found that children in this age range who had regular, prolonged exposure to nature and the freedom to explore it developed healthier self-esteem, a greater sense of efficacy, greater attention span, more advanced motor skills, and overall better mental health. One of our more exciting planned activities for older children is our youth robotics camp. By incorporating play with basic mechanical principles and introduction to the scientific method, we seek to instill a love of learning and develop critical thinking skills. Science education is an effective means of fostering development in the areas of problem solving and communication. Learning to formulate a hypothesis, to test it, and to record and report the results engages a child's brain in numerous ways. We choose to do this in a way that is also fun and challenging. Many of the tools we employ, such as the Lego robotics kits, are too expensive for the average household, and not many people have a robotics lab in the garage. By providing these things, we expose children of the community to experiences and concepts which they would likely never have the opportunity to explore otherwise. The highlight of our science program, as mentioned, is the Lego robotics kit. Each of these kits allows children to construct up to 4 different fully functioning robots. Aside from the kit robots, we have planned several unique projects which seek to engage the children's problem-solving skills, such as our interactive robot soccer matches. And here we have room 5, our adolescent room. Though there are many fun items in our adolescent activity room, such as table games like pool and foosball, the focus is not on games, but rather community. We want to create an environment which is not only enjoyable, but also fosters social growth and development into healthy, socially responsible adults. The room is arranged in an open way to encourage peer interaction. The ultimate goal of our adolescent activities is to create healthy adults. One of the principal factors influencing that goal is social interaction. The work of researchers Siddal, Huenberg, and Yang points to a direct correlation between levels of social involvement in adolescence and overall well-being in adulthood. Though there is certainly free association interaction available, we also have many scheduled group activities planned, such as tournaments and team-building activities. Most of the simple classic table games which we employ can be purchased at any sporting goods store. Perhaps the most important aspect of our adolescent activities program, though, is our focus on youth leadership. Formal academic education is important, but it is not the only important factor to leading a healthy, productive life. Developing social responsibility and leadership skills will prepare these young adults for life in the real world. We seek to achieve this by actively encouraging our teen participants to organize and moderate many of our activities for the younger children. We have several youth coaching opportunities in many of our youth sports activities. We also employ the creativity and compassion of our youth leaders in coordinating many of our arts and crafts projects, as well as the previously mentioned children's music activities. This approach to adolescent involvement is based entirely on the Montessori third plane philosophy of valorization and personality. Valorization, or the process of growth into an adult of healthy self-image and self-efficacy, is achieved through bestowing responsibility and expectation on adolescents. Not only does involving our teens in coaching activities get them moving and active, it also gets them involved in being a role model. We feel that this opportunity gives adolescents a sense of expectation they will seek to live up to. As you have seen, the unifying theme of the Continuum Family Learning and Recreation Center is growth. In every aspect of our planning and the events and activities we organize, our aim is simple: to use our resources to the best of our ability to drive healthy adaptation across the spectrum of development from infancy to adulthood. We sincerely thank you for your time and for your consideration, and we think you will find that Continuum is worthy of your investment. After all, if we don't invest in our children, we do not invest in the future of our community. Thank you.